Close your eyes for just a moment and take a deep breath. Can you feel the sudden electric shift in the air? The mental chatter is speeding up. Ideas are flashing like lightning strikes across your awareness, and your soul is pacing, eager for a breakthrough. We are standing on the precipice of a massive reality bending revolution. The old predictable structures of your life are fracturing, not to break you, but to set you free. Welcome back to my cosmic sanctuary, beautiful souls. I am Aurora Moon, your spiritual guide, and tonight we are diving deep into the mystical currents of the night sky. On June 14th, 2026, precisely at 10:53 p.m., the heavens will go completely dark as a new moon aligns in the witty, inquisitive, and dualistic air sign of Gemini. This isn't just another monthly lunation. This is a profound cosmic blank slate, a mental upgrade, and an absolute green light from the universe to rewrite your story from the inside out. Tonight, we are going to break down the intense planetary tapestry weaving through this new moon, peer into the shadows and the light of the cosmic alignment, check in on the state of the planetary retrogrades, and map out exactly what this means for every zodiac sign across love, money, work, and health. Grab your favorite tea, settle in, and let's decipher the whispers of the stars together. To truly understand the potency of this Gemini new moon, you have to look at the celestial chessboard surrounding it. Gemini rules communication, perception, local networks, and our conscious thoughts. When the sun and the moon meet at this point in the sky, they are forcing us to ask, what stories am I telling myself? And are those stories keeping me small? But the plot thickens, hovering precisely at the early degrees of Gemini right now is a great awakener itself, Uranus. Uranus in Gemini is actively triggering a massive mental revolution, squaring the nodes of fate. It is sending literal shocks through our nervous systems, shattering old control patterns, perfectionism, and deep seated overthinking. Meanwhile, our personal planets are swimming in highly charged waters. Mercury, the cosmic messenger and the ruler of this very new moon, has stepped into the deeply emotional, intuitive waters of Cancer alongside Mars in Taurus. This creates a fascinating tension. While our minds want to race ahead with Gemini's quick logic, our hearts are craving emotional security, safety, and deep protective boundaries. And let's not forget the recent cosmic blessings. Just days ago, we experienced a breathtaking Venus Jupiter conjunction, and Venus has officially made her grand entrance into the fiery, theatrical sign of Leo. The universe is telling us that the time for hiding behind the scenes is officially over. Audacity is being rewarded. The cosmos is daring you to take a risk, speak your truth, and step into the spotlight. Now, let's address the question everyone asks when things start feeling this intense. Are there any planets in retrograde during this new moon? The answer is no, not quite yet, but the shadow is creeping in. Pluto is currently retrograde in Aquarius, quietly dismantling collective power structures and asking us to review our long term visions for humanity. But the big news is Mercury. While Mercury is technically direct on the night of June 14th, it is actively crawling through its pre retrograde shadow phase in Cancer, preparing to officially station retrograde later this month on June 29th. So, what does it mean for our new moon intentions? Well, it means that the seeds you plant right now must be rooted in absolute emotional honesty. The cosmic currents are moving fast, but because a retrograde cycle is looming on the horizon, you must use this new moon to review, retrace, and reframe past conversations before you launch aggressively into the future. Do not rush the process. Use your words as magic wands, but speak them with intentions. Let's take a journey through the zodiac wheel. Remember to listen for both your sun sign and your rising sign to get the most accurate, multi-dimensional view of how this Gemini new moon will mirror your life. Aries. Aries, this new moon illuminates your third house of communication, short distance travel, and local communities. It is urging you to take a quick mental getaway or launch that writing project that you've been putting off. The positive aspects for this month is that your mind is sharper than ever. Creativity is soaring, and your ability to network and pitch your ideas will feel almost effortless. The negative aspects, though, with Uranus agitating this sector, there is a high risk of mental burnout, scattered focus, and impulsive speech. Guard your tongue, or you might accidentally spark unnecessary drama. For your love and romance, romance is shifting gears. If you are in a relationship, a spontaneous weekend road trip can deepen your bond with your partner. If you're single, though, an engaging, witty conversation at a local hangout could suddenly spark an unexpected attraction. For your money and finances, Mars is zipping through your money sector, giving you immense drive to boost your income. However, with the Mercury retrograde shadow looming, watch out for sudden impulses to splurge on expensive home renovations or luxury items. For your career and work, this is a brilliant blank slate for signing digital contracts, updating your resume, or sending out bold email pitches. The connections you build through networking right now will bear major fruit by the winter. For your health, your nervous system is highly sensitive right now. Prioritize calming your mind before sleep, turn off the screens early, and give yourself a mental break from the daily grind. Taurus, this new moon is lighting up your second house of personal income, values, and self worth. You are being pushed to completely upgrade your financial paradigm and look at how you monetize your unique talents. The positive aspects for this month: a major, highly lucrative financial opportunity or side hustle is emerging from the shadows. You have the cosmic green light to claim your worth. The negative aspects, though: Venus is opposing Pluto shortly after this lunation, warning you to avoid hasty, emotional financial investments or power struggles over shared resources. For your love and romance, Venus is settling into your domestic sphere, making you crave deep, cozy comfort and love. For couples, it's a beautiful time to beautify your home space together. For singles, you might find love closer to home, perhaps through a family introduction or a community gathering. For money and finances, this is your luckiest sector this lunation. The seeds planted now can lead to a long term revenue stream. Focus on building practical wealth step by step rather than hunting for overnight success. For your career and work, Mars in your first house gives you incredible stamina to tackle heavy workloads. A passion project or an innovative hobby could suddenly look like a viable main revenue stream. Step into your authority. For your health, physical grounding is essential. With so much air energy circulating, you need to connect with the earth. Spend time in nature, cook nourishing meals, and focus on steady rhythmic movements. Gemini. Happy birthday season, Gemini. This new moon lands directly in your first house of identity, self assurance, and personal beginnings. With Uranus sitting right in your sign, you are completely shedding your old skin. The positive aspects that you may be feeling are a massive surge of self confidence and personal magnetism. The universe is handing you a blank slate to rebrand who you are to the world. The negative aspect, though, the unpredictable energy of Uranus can make you feel deeply restless, anxious, or profoundly detached from your past self. The friction you feel is simply the price of your own evolution taking flight. For your love and romance, you are absolutely magnetic right now. In relationships, your partner will see you in a brilliant new light, though they may have to adapt to your changing needs. Singles will attract admirers effortlessly. Just make sure they match your mental frequency. For money and finances, Mercury entering Cancer adds a highly positive, intuitive flow to your financial sector. You are learning to trust your gut when it comes to saving habits and recognizing investments that offer genuine emotional security. For your career and work, this is the ultimate time to launch a personal brand, start a podcast, or announce a new venture. The world is listening to your voice right now. Use your words wisely. For your health, watch your stress levels and mental chatter. Because your sign rules the lungs and nervous system, breath work and quiet meditation are non negotiable right now to keep anxiety at bay. Cancer. Cancer, this illumination pulls you deep into your 12th house of the subconscious rest and spiritual completion. It is a time for quiet introspection, healing, and pulling back from the noise of the outside world. The positive aspect for this month is that this new moon brings a beautiful, deeply calming energy. It provides a rare window to correct past miscommunications, heal old emotional wounds, and access profound intuitive insights. The negative aspect, though, you may feel an intense urge to isolate yourself or get lost in the nostalgic, rose colored fantasies of the past. Beware of overanalyzing relationships that are meant to be left behind. For love and romance, with Mercury in your sign, your emotional intelligence is incredibly high. It is a beautiful period for heart centered communication. Express your deepest feelings to your partner, but remember to maintain strong personal boundaries. For your money and finances, Jupiter is preparing to move into your financial house later this month, making this new moon a time of quiet planning before an absolute explosion of abundance. Review your budget in secret. For your career and work, this is not the time for aggressive public moves. Work behind the scenes, edit your current projects, and restructure your internal plans. Your time in your spotlight is coming very soon. For your health, your energy reserves may feel lower than usual. Treat this new moon as a spiritual Sabbath. Prioritize restorative sleep, long baths, and energy healing like Reiki to cleanse your aura. Leo, the sky is rolling out the red carpet for you. The new moon strikes your 11th house of friendships, networking, and long term dreams, while Venus dances directly into your first house of identity. The positive aspects for you this month is your charisma is off the charts. You are entering a lucky streak where your wildly ambitious dreams are fully supported by the collective. People are drawn to your light. The negative aspects, though, with Uranus causing waves, sudden shifts or unexpected fallouts within your social circle or a community organization could catch you off guard. For love and romance, love finds the absolute spotlight. Confidence is your ultimate aphrodisiac right now. Singles will experience thrilling, flirtatious encounters and could easily meet someone through an expanded social network. Couples will experience a beautiful renewal of passion. For money and finances, your financial outlook is shifting towards a collaborative ventures. Monetizing your digital presence or launching a community based project will prove highly lucrative. Don't be afraid to demand your worth. For your career and work, you are stepping into an absolute CEO energy. If you've been secretly planning a major career pivot or a rebrand, this new moon provides the perfect launch pad to showcase your talents to the masses. For your health, your vitality is high, but with so much eyes on you energy, you must guard against physical exhaustion. Balance your high octane social calendar with moments of quiet pride and rest. Virgo. Virgo, the new moon hits the absolute peak of your chart, your 10th house of career, legacy, and public reputation. It is demanding a radical upgrade in how you claim your professional authority. The positive aspects for this month, the professional corporate ladder is shifting, opening up doors for non traditional, innovative career paths. A massive breakthrough in how you are perceived by the public is unfolding. The negative aspect, though, the intense mental pressure to perform can trigger your perfectionism and fear based control patterns. Remember, mistakes are just data points for innovation. For your love and romance, because you are so hyper focused on your goals right now, romance might take a back seat. For couples, ensure you are communicating your schedule clearly so your partner doesn't feel neglected. Singles might find themselves attracted to someone of high status or a mentor figure. For your money and finances, financial rewards are directly tied to your public visibility right now. A promotion, a high profile client, or a sudden job offer from a competitor could fundamentally alter your bank account. For your career and work, this is a magnificent professional blank slate. Launch a new marketing campaign, pitch that big idea, or step forward for a leadership role. The universe is rewarding sheer professional audacity. For your health, the tension between your public life and inner world can manifest as physical stress in your neck and shoulders. Incorporate regular stretching and somatic exercises to release the pressure of carrying everyone else's expectations. Libra. Libra, this new moon activates your ninth house of higher learning, philosophy, spiritual expansion, and long distance travel. Your soul is craving a massive horizon expanding breakthrough. The positive aspects for this month: your ruler, Venus, recently enjoyed a gorgeous alignment with Jupiter, making life feel lighter, happier, and profoundly supportive. This is a magical window for publishing, teaching, or spiritual initiation. The negative aspects, however, are sudden shifts in your belief systems or abrupt disruptions to travel schedules might rattle your desire for harmony. Stay flexible. For your love and romance, relationships feel deeply inspired right now. For couples, embarking on a shared adventure or studying a profound topic together will create a massive emotional intimacy. Singles could easily spark a romance with someone from a completely different cultural background or during a journey. For your money and finances, finances are tied to global networks or educational pursuits. Investing in your mind or expanding a digital business into foreign markets will yield magnificent long term returns. For your career and work, if you work in media, law, education, or international business, this new moon is a massive green light. Share your unique perspective on a grander scale. The world needs your balanced wisdom. For your health, mental stagnation is your biggest enemy right now. Keep your energy flowing by feeding your mind inspiring literature and keeping your physical body moving through regular walking or swimming. Scorpio. Scorpio, this new moon plunges deep into your eighth house of transformation, intimacy, shared resources, and psychological rebirth. It is time to face your shadows and reclaim your absolute power. The positive aspects for you this month: you are receiving a massive energetic pivot that allows you to turn psychological chaos into pure gold. Deep healing around vulnerability and trust is taking place. The negative aspects, though: intense power struggles over money, control, or deep seated secrets could surface. Resist the urge to manipulate situations from behind the scenes. For love and romance, intimacy goes incredibly deep during this lunation. For couples, it's a make or break time for honest conversations about emotional and physical needs. Singles will find themselves entirely uninterested in superficial flings, seeking a soul merging connection instead. Money and finances, this house rules other people's money. It is a stellar time to settle debts, restructure investments, or apply for a funding. An unexpected windfall or a lucrative joint venture could land in your lap. For career and work, your strategic mind is your greatest asset. A surprise shift in management or a sudden shakeup in your industry will allow you to step into a position of immense power. Play the long game. For your health, this is a highly transformative time for your physical body. Focus on detoxifying your lifestyle, releasing an emotional trauma stored in the tissues, and protecting your energetic boundaries fiercely. Sagittarius. Sagittarius, the new moon lands directly opposite your sign in your seventh house of committed partnerships, contracts, and open balances. The mirrors of your life are speaking to you loud and clear. The positive aspects for you this month: supported by your ruler Jupiter's joyful energy, Romantic and professional collaborations feel incredibly fresh, authentic, and inspiring. A beautiful new chapter in your closest relationships is beginning. The negative aspect, though, Uranus in your relationship sector can bring abrupt, shocking endings or sudden truth bombs with partnerships. Anyone holding you back or trying to restrain your wild spirit will be forcefully cleared away. For love and romance, adventure sparks attraction right now. For couples, breaking out of boring routines and engaging in witty, late night debates will breathe electric life into your bond. Singles, your desire for absolute authenticity will attract a partner who loves you for exactly who you are. For your money and finances, legal contracts or financial agreements made with business partners are heavily favored under this moon. However, read the fine print twice before signing, as the shadow of Mercury retrograde is quietly watching. For your career and work, this is the ultimate time to form alliances, hire a coach, or collaborate with a creative peer. You don't have to carry the empire brick by brick alone. Find people who complement your vision. For your health, your emotional well being is heavily dependent on the health of your relationships. If a connection is draining you, your body will feel it. Choose peace over proving you are right. Capricorn. Capricorn, this new moon brings a brilliant, systematic cosmic reset to your sixth house of daily work routines, health, habits, and acts of services. It is time to craft a realistic, upgraded master plan for your life. The positive aspects for this month is your ability to streamline your life, organize chaos, and build highly efficient systems is operating at peak performance. You are laying down the foundation for an empire. The negative aspects, though, a looming full moon in your sign later this month, combined with Uranus's erratic air, can trigger extreme physical fatigue if you refuse to delegate tasks. Love and romance. Romance takes a practical, deeply nurturing tone. For couples, showing love through simple, daily acts of service and supportive words creates a deep sense of security. Singles might find a meaningful connection while focusing on their fitness routines or daily errands. For your money and finances, financial stability comes from auditing your daily expenditures and habits. Look closely at where you might be bleeding money on unnecessary subscriptions or impulsive household repairs. For career and work, this is an excellent window for changing your workspace environment, taking on a new administrative project, or polishing your daily operational skills. The practical, meticulous seeds planted now will yield great material success by December. For your health, this new moon demands a complete wellness upgrade. It is an auspicious time to reevaluate your diet, step up your commitment to movement like swimming or walking, and establish a sacred morning routine. Aquarius. Aquarius, the universe is unlocking your fifth house of pure creativity, childlike joy, romance, and self expression. The mental fog is lifting, and your heart is being ordered to play, create, and roar. The positive aspects for this month is genius level artistic downloads are flowing through you. You are feeling a massive surge of entrepreneurial confidence, and your wildest creative gambles are heavily favored by the stars. The negative aspect, though, is that Pluto retrograde in your first house can bring a deep internal tension, making you feel guilty for enjoying yourself or expressing your light. Release the need to be the stoic observer. For love and romance, this is one of the most thrilling romantic lunations of the year for you. Singles can expect sudden, passionate, and highly visible encounters that make their hearts beat faster. Couples should use this energy to flirt like teenagers again and bring spontaneity back into the bedroom. For your money and finances, monetizing a unique hobby or a deeply creative project is highly favored right now. Trust your sudden urges to take an innovative, unconventional financial risk. For your career and work, do not hide behind the scenes or settle for boring corporate routines. Your professional destiny relies on you infusing your career with absolute authenticity and joy. Step into the spotlight. For your health, Your heart center and solar plexus need activation. Engage in activities that bring you pure, unadulterated joy. If your fitness routines feels like a chore, switch it up for something fun and expressive. Pisces. Pisces, this new moon strikes at the very root of your chart, your fourth house of home, family, ancestral karma, and inner emotional foundations. You are being asked to build an unshakable inner sanctuary. The positive aspect for this month is this energy brings a deeply healing, protective wave to your domestic life. It is a stunning time for redecorating your nest, resolving long-standing family misunderstandings, and nesting. The negative aspect, though, Uranus can bring sudden, unexpected changes regarding your living situation, a sudden move or erratic behavior from a family member. Keep your roots deep so you don't get blown away by the wind. For your love and romance, emotional security is your primary language right now. In relationships, intimate dinners at home and deep, vulnerable conversations about your future family goals will create an unbreakable bond. For singles, they will find themselves attracted to partners who feel like home. For your money and finances, financial opportunities may arise through real estate, family inheritances, or businesses run from your comfort of your home. Focus on long term stability rather than fleeting gains. For your career and work, while the world is shouting for your attention, your focus is internal. Use this new moon to map out your business strategies from behind closed doors. A beautiful, solid foundation built now ensures you can withstand any professional storm. For your health, your emotional sensitivity is heightened with Mercury in Cancer. Protect your home environment from negative energy. Use sound clearing, incense, and deep meditation to keep your physical space a sacred, stress free zone. As we close our circle tonight, remember that the intense planetary friction that you might be feeling right now is merely the launch pad for your most abundant season yet. When the Great Awakener crosses paths with this Gemini new moon, the universe stops asking you what you want to do and starts asking you who you are brave enough to become. Your words hold immense power over the next few days. They are the seeds of your future reality. Speak of your dreams with your absolute audacity. Face your shadows with courage and trust that the universe is forcefully clearing the dead wood from your path to make room for an absolute brilliance. Thank you for walking this mystical path with me tonight. I am Aurora Moon, and it is an absolute honor to be your guide through the stars. Until the moon changes its face once more, keep your eyes on the heavens, your feet on the earth, and your heart wide open. Blessed be, beautiful souls.